Hi there, everybody. It's Pester and my friend and your friend Maranatha, my mother's chimpanzee, my mother's monkey, also known as Martha for short. And we want to say hi and hope that you're all doing okay at home. We miss you very, very much and hope that you get back to see us at Prince of Peace Preschool very soon. But we also hope that you're keeping safe and having some fun times with your mommies and your daddies and your brothers and your sisters as well at home. We wanted to share with you a favorite book of ours called Stone Soup. Martha and I have enjoyed this book for many years, and we want to share it with you now. All ready for Stone Soup? All ready, Martha? She's ready. Okay, here we go. Stone Soup. Three monks, Hawk, Lock, and Sue, traveled along a mountain road. They talked about cat whiskers, they talked about the color of the sun, and they talked about giving. What makes one happy, Sue? Asked Hawk, who was the youngest of the monks. Old Sue, who was the wisest, said, let's find out. See the picture? There is the picture. You see that, Martha? They are up in the mountains. The sound of a bell brought their gaze to the rooftops of a village below. They could not see from so high above that the village had been through many hard times. There had been famines, when there isn't any food, floods, and war, and it had made the villagers weary, very tired, and untrusting of strangers. They had even become suspicious of their neighbors. Ooh, that's not so good, is it, Martha? See the picture? They're up there in the mountains. Here are some of the villagers. The villagers worked very hard, but only for themselves. There was a farmer, a tea merchant, a scholar, look at that scholar in red, a seamstress. A seamstress is someone who makes clothing. A doctor, there's a doctor. A carpenter, someone that builds things out of wood, and many others. But they had little to do with one another. Oh, look at that, that's too bad. All those nice people, but they have little to do with one another. Does that make you sad, Martha? Yeah, that kind of makes me sad. When the monks reached the foot of the mountain, the villagers disappeared into their houses. No one came to the gates to greet them. And when the people saw the monks enter the village, they closed their windows tight. Ooh, doesn't look like they're happy to see the monks. That's too bad. The monks knocked on the door of the first house. There was no answer. Then the house went dark inside. They knocked on a second door, and the same thing happened. It happened again and again from one house to the next. Ooh, these people do not know happiness, all three monks agreed. But today, said Sue, his face as bright as the moon, we will show them how to make stone soup. Stone soup. Have you had stone soup, Martha? No? Have you had stone soup at home? I haven't had stone soup. Let's find out what it is. They gathered twigs and branches and they made a fire. They placed a small tin pot on top of the fire and they filled it with water from the village well. A brave little girl who had been watching came to them. What are you doing? She asked. Oh, we are gathering twigs, said Lock. We are making a fire, said Hawk. We are making stone soup, and we need 3 round, smooth stones, said Sue. Want to find out about stone soup? They need 3 round, smooth stones. The little girl helped the monks look around the courtyard until they found just the right stones. Then they put them into the water to cook. "Oh, these stones will make excellent soup," said Sue. "But this very small pot won't make much soup, I'm afraid." "Oh, my mother has a bigger pot," said the girl. There they are. They're making the soup. What do you think, Martha? Is it looking good? Look, there's a cat watching them make the soup. I like cats. Do you like cats at home? Oh, I love cats. The little girl ran home, and as she started to take a pot, her mother asked her what she was doing. "The 3 strangers are making soup from stones," the little girl said. "They need our biggest pot." Said the girl's mother. "Stones are easy to come by. I'd like to learn how to do that, to make soup from stones." So the monks poked at the coals. As the smoke drifted up, the neighbors peered out from their windows. Look at that, they're peering out. And the fire and the large pot in the middle of the village was a true curiosity. One by one, the people of the village, they came out to see just what this stone soup was all about. How about that? They're coming out. Of course, old-style stone soup should be well seasoned with salt and pepper, said Hawk. "Oh, that is true," said Lock, as he stirred the giant pot filled with water and stones. "But we have none of salt and pepper." "Oh, I have some salt and pepper," said the scholar, his eyes big with curiosity. He disappeared and he came back with salt and pepper and even a few other spices. Oh, yummy. Sue took a taste. The last time we had soup stones of this size and color, carrots made the broth very sweet. "Carrots?" said a woman from the back of the crowd. "I may have a few carrots, but just a few." And off she ran. She returned with as many carrots as she could carry, and she dropped them into the pot. Wow, it's getting good. Do you like carrots? I like carrots. Martha, do you like carrots? Martha says she likes bananas better. "Do you think it would be better with onions?" asked Hawk. "Oh, yes, maybe an onion would taste good," said a farmer, and he hurried off. He returned in a moment with 5 big onions, and he dropped them into the bubbling soup. "Oh, now that's a fine soup," he said. The villagers all nodded their heads, as the smell was very agreeable. "But if only we had some mushrooms," said Sue, rubbing his chin. Several villagers licked their lips. A few dashed away, and they returned with fresh mushrooms, noodles, pea pods, and even cabbage. Look at that. Look at what's happening. Good things are happening. Think that soup's going to taste good, Martha? I think it is. Something magical began to happen among the villagers. As each person opened their heart to give, the next person gave even more. And as this happened, the soup grew richer and it smelled more delicious. "I imagine the emperor would add dumplings," said one villager, "and bean curd," said another. "What about cloud ear and mung beans and yams," cried some others. "And taro root and white melon and baby corn," cried other villagers. garlic, ginger root, soy sauce, lily buds. Oh, I have some, I have some, the people cried out, and off they ran, returning with all that they could carry. The monks stirred, and the pot bubbled. How good it smelled, how good it would taste, how giving the villagers had become. Look at that. What a feast. Oh, look at this. At last, the soup was ready. The villagers, they all gathered together. They brought rice and steamed buns. They brought lychee nuts and sweet cakes. They brought tea to drink. And they lit lanterns. Look at that. Everyone sat down to eat. They had not been together for a feast like this for as long as anybody could remember. Look at that. It's a big feast. After the banquet, they told stories, they sang songs, and they celebrated long into the night. Then they unlocked their doors, and they took the monks into their homes and gave them very comfortable places to sleep. How about that? Nice warm beds. In the gentle spring morning, everyone gathered together near the willows to say farewell. "Thank you for having us as your guests," said the monks. "Oh, thank you," said the villagers. "With the gifts you have given, we will always have plenty. You have shown us that sharing makes us all richer." "And to think," said the monks, "to be happy is as simple as making stone soup." They're saying goodbye to the monks. And that's the end. Look at that cat on the wall, that pretty black cat. So Maranatha, Martha for short, and I want to thank you very much for joining us for story time today. Please know that you are in our thoughts and prayers. We miss you, and we look forward to seeing you again very soon. So, until we meet again, have a good day. God loves you, and so do we. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.